Missouri has a fascinating history that stretches from Native American tribes all the way to its role in the westward expansion of the United States. To understand how Missouri became the state we know today, we need to take a closer look at its past. Before European settlers arrived, Missouri was home to several Native American tribes. Some of the most well-known were the Mound Builders, the Missouri, Osage, Fox, and Sauk tribes. These tribes lived in Missouri for thousands of years and were skilled in farming, hunting, and creating elaborate mounds for burial and ceremonial purposes. The land in Missouri was rich with natural resources which allowed these tribes to develop complex societies. They had a deep connection to the land and the environment which shaped their way of life. In the 1600s, European explorers began to make their way into the Missouri region. French explorers Jacques Marquette and Louis Joliet were some of the first to explore Missouri's rivers. They claimed the land for France and started trading fur with Native Americans. The French presence in Missouri grew, with settlers building forts and trading posts. For a while, Missouri was part of a larger region called New France, where the French ruled much of what is now the United States, especially in the Midwest. In the early 1800s, Missouri's ownership changed several times. After France lost control of Missouri to Spain, the land was passed back to France in 1800 under a secret agreement. Then, in 1803, Missouri became part of the United States after the Louisiana Purchase. This was a huge moment in American history because the United States doubled in size when it bought this vast land area from France. Missouri was included in this purchase and its future as part of the U.S. began. In 1812, Congress created the Missouri Territory, which included not only the land that is now Missouri, but also parts of what would become Arkansas. By 1819, the population of Missouri had grown to over 20,000 people. Many settlers were moving to Missouri because the land was fertile and good for farming. However, the growth of settlements led to conflicts with the Native American tribes. The new settlers took over hunting grounds that Native Americans had used for generations, creating tension and fighting over land. In 1820, a big argument over slavery threatened to divide the country. At this time, the United States was deciding whether new states should allow slavery or not. Missouri wanted to join the Union as a slave state, but there was a concern that allowing Missouri to be a slave state would upset the balance of free and slave states in Congress. To solve this, Congress passed the Missouri Compromise. Missouri was allowed to enter the Union as a slave state, but Maine entered as a free state. This compromise helped keep the balance of power between slave and free states in Congress for a while. On August 10, 1821, Missouri became the 24th state in the Union. The new state was growing fast, and its capital changed a few times before finally settling in Jefferson City in 1826. Before this, St. Louis and St. Charles were the capitals for a short time. But as Missouri grew, Jefferson City was chosen because it was more centrally located. One of the most exciting chapters in Missouri's history is its role in the westward expansion of the United States. Missouri became the starting point for two major trails, the Santa Fe Trail and the Oregon Trail. These trails were paths that pioneers and settlers followed as they moved west in search of land and opportunities. Missouri was the gateway for many settlers heading to new territories like California, Oregon, and Texas. The legacy of Missouri's westward expansion can still be seen today. St. Louis, for example, became a major hub for trade and transportation. The Gateway Arch, located in St. Louis, is a symbol of the United States expansion westward. Missouri's history of exploration, settlement, and trade continues to influence the state's culture and economy today. Missouri has many historical landmarks that remind us of the pioneers and settlers who helped shape its future. Missouri's history is rich and full of interesting events, from its Native American roots to its role in the westward expansion. The state has always been a place where people from different cultures and backgrounds came together to make a new life. Whether through the struggles of Native Americans, the French and Spanish explorers, or the settlers looking for new opportunities, Missouri's history teaches us about the people and events that helped shape the country. As you continue to learn about Missouri's history, remember that it's not just about the past, it's about understanding how the events of yesterday still affect us today. So, next time you visit Missouri, think about the many stories and adventures that have shaped this amazing state.